Hey, it's Gamer Paddy, and today I got electronic speed controller, as known as ESC. It's common. It's used in quadcopters and helicopters, RC-driven stuff, to power those brushless motors. I got a small drone, 250 class ZMR 250 frame and motors and LiPo and an A32 flight controller and these little ESCs. These are our favorite little B 20 amp ESCs ranging from 2 to 4S, flashed with BL Heli 14.1. But I had a problem with these. I connected it up, opened Betaflight and ramped up the motors to check if everything works. It did work. Then I opened BL Heli Suite and wanted to change the direction, which also worked. But then I tried again to ramp up the motors and this ESC died. No smoke came out. It just went off. Little bit annoying since they are not cheap. Okay, this one is around $8, but $8 are $8, huh? So I wanted to fix it. So I don't know what's broken on this ESC. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't even connect to the BL Heli suite, so I think the CPU is broken. But that's very unlikely. So I'm testing. I first test. I first look what chips are on there. Well, there are MOSFETs, P channel and N channel, and they look okay. If one of them blew, obviously that will be Armageddon. That will be smoke and flames coming out, since a LiPo can deliver hundreds of amps. That's way too much for those little components. What else we got on there? I tried to zoom in a little bit. Let's see if the focus can pick it up. Obviously not, because the camera is shit. Little bit out. Sorry. Okay, we got here the MOSFETs, the MOSFET drivers, the CPU, which is the Scilabs CPU, and programming port for few resistors, capacitors, and this chip. This chip is I looked up the number. It's a 3.3 volt voltage regulator, which has control pins normally, but they are connected together to ground. So only 3 pins are used: ground, V in, and V out. V in is around 4 to 30 volts, and V out is always 3.3 volts. That's why it's a regulator. So let's see what it does when I connect it to my NAS board. Okay, so I connected it all up, and because the ESC got no BEC in it, which is also a voltage regulator for the NAS, I power it via a regulated power supply over the power leads. So I have to set around 11 volts for 3S battery. And look up where's positive. Positive is over there, and negative is over there. Okay, I don't hear anything because no motor is connected. Now I open BL Heli Suite. Let's see if I can move my camera up there. BL Heli Suite. No, I don't want to update. So read setup. No ESCs detected. It's, well, it didn't boot up. Let's try something else. Back onto the ESC. one shot, probably. Maybe a bit in this direction. Yep, now it is. I said it's a 3.3 volt regulator. Let's see if it's blown. For that, I'm disconnecting the positive wire. Trying to get everything out of the way. Using a screwdriver, I'm connecting the positive wire onto. Setting the power supply to 3.3 volts. Come on. It's not the very best power supply. 3.1 volts should do the job. And lowering the maximum current to a really low value in case of I blow something up. Okay, I already know that this one is the V out pin. There is the 3.3 volts coming out. So let me connect it with a screwdriver as a probe, because I don't have any probes. Okay, and I disconnected it again. Let's zoom back onto BLHeli suit. Click away this one. No. And connect the ESC 3.3 volts and click check. See this? FVT little b20A ref 14.1. So that means that voltage regulator is crap. Somehow I managed to kill this voltage regulator by just ramping up the motors. I was within spec. I mean, I got a 4S LiPo and the motors are not very big or something. I think it's a voltage spike or I don't know. It's weird. Let's go back onto the ESC. So, yeah, I'm going to replace that. That little chip is a... Let's see if I can find a data sheet on a laptop. It's a... Move back. Come on. It's a LP2950G. Let's open the PDF file and make it bigger so you can read it. Input voltage range around 2.3 volts to 30 volts and multiple output ranges, but I got 3.3 volt version, which obviously is 3.3 volt version, since 3.3 volts is powering the CPU. This is the pinout. As you can see, out is on the top left side, which is bottom right on the ESC. If you look from the three-phase output to the motor, left is, right one is in this case left bottom, and the other ones are connected to ground except error. Okay, I found another chip called the 78L33A. It's also a 3.3 volt regulator, and where is it? The pinout is the same, and the last pins that obviously are floating on this one are not connected, so it's very likely that this regulator works. Let's solder it. So that's the chip I need to replace. Let's apply some flux. Not very much. Turn on the hot air gun. Let's see. Around 300 degrees Celsius. It's already hot, and I got no space to work. Shit. Damn. Rotate it. Okay, got it. That's the faulty chip. And working on paper isn't a very good idea. No. Clean the solder off the board. Let's wait until my soldering station is up and running. Oh, cable's a bit short, and takes quite long. Okay, that thing is running. Now, I need to rotate this again. Clean off these solder pads. That's good enough, I think. Yeah, that's good enough. Apply some fresh solder, but first some flux. I think this pen is empty soon. And some new fresh solder. I should have chosen a smaller tip, but that should work. That should work. Okay. Now the fresh new chip. Check that it's aligned correctly. I don't know if it's in camera. The ST logo is on the there side, and it must go in like this. So I rotate it again. And put a new chip in. Got a bit shaky hands, that's not good. What the fuck, what's wrong with me? Okay. That's good, that's good. Oh shit. I think tweezers are not so good. It's slipping out of my hand always. Ah, fuck this tweezers. Really? Ah, fuck this tweezers. Really? Come on. Doesn't look very good, since I got very little space to film and also soldering stuff. I don't know if the solder joints are correctly. I have to recheck that. Second. But I think the tip was too big. Now I'm using the hot air gun again. Let it settle. That's perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. Oh fuck, and it's hot. And it's quite hot. Let's see if the CPU fall off. Nope, it didn't. That's good. And check the solder joints. They'll look all good. Not perfect, not professional, but good enough. I think that's it. Let's see if the last solder joint is correctly. Ah, fuck. See if the solder joint is even connected. I can't see that on camera or even without a microscope. Because if it isn't, that's a problem, a small problem. Let's fire up that soldering iron again and redo the right bottom solder joint from your view. And hold that flashlight. First, let's heat it up. Oops. I think that was too much solder. This isn't very good if I use too much of the solder. And I think that's good enough. Let's clean it up a bit. Well, I can't position the flashlight correctly anymore. I have to do it like this. And yeah, that's okay, that's okay. And another. Yeah, that should do the job. That should do the job. Let's see if I can. Okay, let's test it. Okay, so let's apply again 11 volts to simulate a 3S LiPo. But first, let's see, 11 volts. Yep, but first again connect it to the NACE 32. If I can't do that, the blue LED all still sucks. Go on. I didn't do a very good job of cleaning up that solder joint, so it's hard to get wires in without soldering. Let's see if it's on camera. Probably. Sorry. Yep, it is. 11 volts with a very low current to see if I did something wrong, and nothing goes bang. And okay, the current limiter isn't kicking in. That's a good sign. Let's open BL Heli Suite. Switch over to the PC. BL Heli Suite and click check. What? So the wire wasn't connected to the NACE correctly. Yeah, common mistake. Since I didn't solder them in and just stick it in, it wasn't very good connection. Now, I again applied 11 volts to the ESC, and when I now click check, it doesn't work. Oh, fuck, what the hell? Let's see the wire connections again. I should have left the pin head on. Fuck. Again? Oh, let's see. Favorite little B20A ref 14.1 multi. That's good. So let's flash in Eurovision. Flash BL Heli. Favorite little B multi. That's good. And latest BL Heli revision. Okay. 14.7 like my other ESCs. It's flashing. Be careful to not touch the wires and break the connection. That could break this thing. And I don't want to flash it over over serial. Okay, successfully, and again on the current config. Yes, I won. Okay, 14.7, 14.7, perfect. I just saved I saved $7. This regulator wasn't free. It came from a German supplier. It was there within a day, and it did cost me €1. So at least I saved €7. Now I put this back in the drone, and happy flying. Thank you for watching this video. You can find more videos on my channel, from music over electronics and games and everything, and maybe you find something that you like. If you want, you can subscribe and leave a comment. Okay, that's it. Thanks and bye.